Could now. I played Ben Franklin right in the back. Huh? Happy March. Let's go April. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Hello, everybody.
That bluish light flickering.
This is ABC's Wide World of Sports.
From coast to coast, captivating. Welcoming to our homes, amazing.
We've seen it all here tonight.
History is unfolding in front of our eyes.
Don't touch that dial. To where's the remote? Black and white and in living color. Icons leap from the tube to the bedroom wall. Legends on the screen and behind the mic.
Slam dunk. You are looking live.
Forever echoing.
How many times has he done that? Oh, spectacular goal. Open. Chicago with the lead.
Here comes Willis. The crowd is going wild.
Down the middle, just what I thought. A hook shot at 12.
Pixels transformed moments into memories.
It's showtime. Another big ball game.
Going crazy. This is one for the ages.
Incredible.
Cameras move in, getting up close and personal.
I hope you have been looking forward to this.
And it looks like we'll have a great ball game.
As seen on TV, archived, online, and in the mind.
This is how we do it.
So, let's do the time warp again. Relive and reimagine the way generations do. Tuning in from the best seat in the house.
We welcome you to our NBA 75 celebration game, where tonight we'll pay tribute to NBA basketball here in its 75th anniversary year, talking to players and coaches and broadcasters from the 1960s up through the 1990s. And we'll do it in New York City, in a building called the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden, the oldest venue in the NBA. And good evening, everyone. Along with Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Green on hand, Lisa Sophus Willis as well. First things first, when you think about the legends who wore these jackets back in the day, the great voices in broadcasting, boy, it's an honor to wear these jackets.
It truly is. It gives you goosebumps thinking about the history that these jackets have.
I think I finally found my color, gold. Meanwhile, for all three of us, as kids, we fell in love with basketball and fell in love with the NBA. Mark, what's your first memory as a kid of the NBA?
Well, I can remember at 4 years old, and then again at 7 years old, watching the Knicks, my hometown team, win a championship. And a guy by the name of Earl the Pearl Monroe, wearing number 15, allowing me to dream.
Yeah, and for me, it was the 74-75 Warriors. I grew up in the Bay Area, led by Rick Barry. I remember listening on radio to the great Bill King every game at night.
Well, we've gone from being huge fans as kids to being part of the broadcast history of the NBA. It's such a blessing to be able to call games and bring the games to you. And the television coverage of it has evolved so much over the years. Jeff, for you, what's the first remembrance of you of the NBA on television?
When I was a senior in high school in 1980, I remember watching Magic Johnson filling in for the injured Kareem Abdul-Jabbar get 42 and 15 in a Game 6 in Philadelphia as a rookie. And oh, by the way, Mark, it was on tape delay, 11:30 p.m.
That's hilarious. I remember watching the nationally televised game on the weekends, and I watched sitting on my couch in my living room, and then all of a sudden, as soon as it ended, get to the park and emulate the guys I just witnessed.
Well, so much has changed in terms of TV coverage since then. A lot of technology changes. With more on that, let's check in with Lisa Salters. Hey, Lisa.
Thank you, Mike. Welcome to the ESPN time capsule. In here, we have equipment that was essential for some of the first NBA telecasts on TV. This camera, for example, named the TK40, was the first television camera able to broadcast live color images. The Mole Richardson light is considered by many to be the staple of motion picture and television lighting. This light set the standard for lighting today. Anyone ever see a pair of these at your grandma's house? For many years, the rabbit ears antenna setup was the quintessential way to improve reception to a television set. This TV was introduced to the public in 1971. It's a top-of-the-line color television, and it was praised for its durability. The model you see here was discontinued in the late 1990s. And this camera was introduced in 1968 and helped to make programming outside of the studio atmosphere more convenient. As you can see, a lot has changed in the way we cover NBA basketball from the 1960s to today. Now I can shoot a game on my iPhone. Mike, back to you.
Hi, Lisa. And it'll be the backdrop with the Knicks and the Nets here at Madison Square Garden. This NBA 75 celebration game. Again, joined by players and coaches and broadcast legends that have been a huge part of television and the NBA. The way the game is played has changed. The way it's coached has changed. The way it's refereed has changed. And, of course, the way it's broadcast has changed. We'll have a look back all night long, having fun here from Madison Square Garden in New York City.